Shawn Porter versus Kell Brook. I just watched this fight. Kell Brook wins a majority decision, and Shawn Porter gets robbed. That's all I gotta say. Kell Brook was landing. He was landing clean shots, clean, crisp shots when he threw punches, but he was pretty much just doing a Floyd Mayweather. Really, he was just throwing the jab or the right hand lead or jab 1-2. He wasn't throwing any combo punches, wasn't taking chances, and the guy was just, he was holding ridiculously way too much. Like, I don't care, like they take points away for headbutts, low blows, stuff like that, guy doing stuff like that, but they never take away points for holding. And I don't know why they don't, because Kell Brook was holding excessively the whole fight. It wrecked the fight, kinda. And if he wasn't holding that much, Shawn Porter definitely would have landed more bombs. Shawn Porter looked really good. His stamina was excellent. I'm surprised he kept that pace for the full 12 rounds. The guy was way more active. He threw more punches. According to Showbox stats, Kell Brook only landed 4 more punches, but you can't go... CompuBox isn't accurate. You can't always go by it. But if you look at the stats, Kell Brook landed 4 more shots, but Shawn Porter threw hundreds of more punches, and he threw hundreds of more power punches, and he landed like over 100 more power punches or something like that. So really, the only area where Kell Brook was really good was the jab and stuff like that. So Shawn Porter threw more power shots and landed way more power shots and was way more active. And Kell Brook, the excessive holding, made Shawn Porter not land them as cleanly as he wanted to. And the ref, I hate how the ref just says stop holding and nothing else happens. They should take away a point. It was a robbery. I thought, like I said, if Kell Brook threw combinations, threw way more punches and landed way more, like if he threw way more and was more active, then maybe you could give him more of an argument. But really, the guy just didn't. He threw few punches, and sure, he landed clean ones, but it's like, it's kind of like you could compare it to Maidana versus Mayweather, except there's little differences, but you can compare it to that fight where Maidana was way more active, Floyd was landing the cleaner shots, but he wasn't throwing enough. And there's little differences, like Shawn Porter had way better stamina than Maidana, and Shawn Porter kept that pace up for 12 rounds. But the difference was Maidana landed cleaner shots at the start of the fight than Shawn Porter did, you could argue. So pretty much similarities, but yeah, Kell Brook pulled a Mayweather, holding a lot, just throwing a jab or a lead right hand, or jab, hold, jab, right hand, hold. Like, Shawn Porter was way more active. The body punching was good. He was very aggressive. And I don't care, like, the commentators for Showtime, how, I don't know what his name was. I don't really like the Showtime crew. Like, Showtime as a whole, I don't really like. I don't like Showtime, really. I'm an HBO guy. I know the whole crew in HBO. I know everything about, like, because I like their crew, but Showtime. Anyway, one of the commentators said, I think it was their unofficial scorer, Steve something, I don't know, but he said that Shawn Porter's he's aggressive, but he's not doing effective aggressiveness. But really, what is Kell Brook doing, really? He's just holding and jabbing and holding, and, like, he's not throwing that many punches. Shawn Porter's doing all the work and doing all the action, and Sure, they're not clean shots, but the reason why they're not clean is because Kell Brook is just holding him so much. So, really, and then they're talking about Shawn Porter, how he's he's doing the rabbit punches behind the head, but really, it's because Kell Brook is holding him. So anyway, this is bad for boxing, I gotta say. So I think it was set up, and I hate how they try to make it. It's like they try to make it look like it wasn't set up because the one UK judge, I think it was, gave it a draw, and then the other two judges had it by a wide margin, and they're the US judges, and they're like, oh, you would have thought it would have been the other way around. It's like they do that to try to convince you. Like, I don't know, sometimes you never know. Something crooked's going on. And all I gotta say is this is bad for boxing. If Shawn Porter won this would have been great because he would have had opportunities to fight Juan Manuel Marquez, Floyd Mayweather, Keith Thurman, fights like this. And now we're probably not gonna get those fights. And like, who wants to see Kell Brook versus Mayweather? I don't. Who wants to see Kell Brook versus Marquez? I don't want to see that. Who wants to see Kell Brook versus Keith Thurman? I don't want to see that. I want to see Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman. I want to see Shawn Porter versus Mayweather. I want to see Shawn Porter versus Juan Manuel Marquez. That's the exciting fights. And really, I was watching that at the start of the fight. I was saying, yeah, Kell Brook was doing a good job because he wasn't allowing Shawn to land that many punches because he was holding so much and he was landing clean shots. But then as the fight went on, he didn't increase his punch output at all, and Shawn Porter kept his punch output really high and kept active for the whole 12 rounds. And even though he didn't land clean shots, he still won the fight because his activity, and like I said, he landed way more power shots. He threw way more power shots. And the excessive holding of Kell Brook just made him look kind of bad for not landing it. That's all I got to say. And I was like, Kell Brook would have got hit a lot more if he didn't get to hold like that. If the ref like took away points and stuff. So anyway, like I said, Kell Brook, he's good, but he didn't throw enough punches in my opinion, and he held way too much. So I think Shawn Porter clearly won in my opinion. The activity, he landed more power shots, the body shots, and yeah, he was just Kell Brook just didn't throw enough punches, and he didn't. That's pretty much it. He wasn't active enough, and I can't score a fight for a guy who lands clean shots but doesn't throw enough than a guy who throws way more, and he's way more active, and especially Shawn Porter landed way more power shots, like I said. So anyway, I don't like Showtime lately. I don't like Showtime. Like I said, I'm an HBO guy. Showtime is bullshit. I just don't like, a lot of the fights seem like they're set up kind of thing. I don't know. Like, obviously, like I think something's going on in the back. Something suspicious is going around in the back when these decisions happen by these very wide margins. And I just don't like that, because we all know now this is putting a fork in the road for a Shawn Porter versus Mayweather, or maybe a Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman, or a Shawn Porter versus Juan Manuel Marquez, because that's what we want to see. We're not going to see Juan Manuel Marquez versus Shawn Porter now, and because the Marquez wants that title, so I don't think he'll fight him anymore. But anyway, it's just I don't like what happened. It was a shitty night of boxing, in my opinion, because the excessive holding in two fights, the Bika versus what was it? Was it Durrell? That was excessive holding. And then Porter versus Kell Brook. Kell Brook was holding so much, it was a bad night of boxing. The best fight of the night was the first fight, Figueroa versus Estrada. That was the best fight. Two Mexican warriors just going at it, and ended in knockout. And they're both trying to make a fighting. They're both fighting. And Shawn Porter, though, you got to give him. He's a true warrior. He tried to make it a fight, and Kell Brook just kept on holding. And that's Kell Brook's strategy. He knows he's not gonna out-brawl you or something like that. Because he can't. He's got to stick to his game plan, and he's got to try to box. And I just don't. He boxed good, but he didn't throw enough punches. He wasn't active enough. So anyway, this is bad for boxing. Shawn Porter. If Shawn Porter won, it would have been way better for boxing. In my opinion, Shawn Porter won it. And I like his comments he made after the fight. Shawn Porter, he thought he was confident he won the fight, and very humble though, and very graceful, even though he lost. And I gotta respect that. And you could tell he didn't think he lost. Even when he saw that draw, his face, he knew he didn't lose. But like any fighter doesn't think they lose. But the way he said it in his comments, he didn't say it like he was in anger. He said it very calmly and gracefully. He's a true warrior. And I want to see a rematch. Make it in the UK. I don't care. And I think that Shawn Porter will win. And he should have won this fight. And the scorecard 117, 111, and 116, 111, that's, or 110 or whatever, that's bullshit. The draw one, okay, that's acceptable. But still, I would have Shawn Porter ahead by, I don't know how much he won by ahead, but he definitely won the fight in my opinion. And I know a lot of you guys will agree with me. His sheer activity and, like I said, the holding of Kell Brook was too much, and it should have got a point taken away. And that needs to change in boxing. How the ref just says stop holding, and then they hold every 10 seconds and under. Like, that's bullshit. I want to see a fight. I want to see punches thrown. I don't want to see a guy holding the guy's arms all the time. So, anyway, so Kell Brook leaves with the IBF welterweight title. Goes back to the UK with that. Shawn Porter gets his first loss. And Kell Brook stays undefeated. Anyway, I just don't... The matchups for Kell Brook, like say he faces a Keith Thurman or like a Marquez, or the matchups just aren't exciting to me, especially his style, the way he holds all the time. I don't want to see that bullshit. That's what he's going to do. If he fights Marquez, he's going to hold. He's going to do that shit and make it a boring fight. The best bet is Kell Brook versus Mayweather, in my opinion. That's the most exciting fight for Kell Brook. If I was going to be excited, maybe that, because they both are boring. So who cares? Let them fight, right? But if you're considering an exciting fight, I want to see Shawn Porter versus Marquez. I think that'd be a great fight. Shawn Porter versus Keith Thurman, a great fight. So, anyway, that's what happens in boxing. You never know what's going on, if it's corrupt with those scorecards. And all I gotta say is, it's like Al Heyman has it planned out. I know something about Al Heyman. It's like he has it planned out and he knows what he's doing. So, anyway, Kell Brook wins majority decision. One judge had a draw. One judge had it. Two judges had it for Kell Brook. He wins it. And he gets the IBF welterweight title and becomes the champion now. And Shawn Porter wants a rematch, he said, and hopefully gets it. Because Shawn Porter, he deserved to win, and he was the champion, and Kell Brook didn't show enough to take it from the champion at all. So, robbery. Shawn Porter won, in my mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like my videos. And yeah, the other fights, like I said, the only really good fight was the two Mexican fighters, Figueroa, Estrada. Great fight. Ended in knockout. Figueroa wins, stays champion. But we'll be moving up to 140. And then Durrell versus Bika, very boring fight. A lot of clinches, just like the Shawn Porter fight. Shawn Porter fight was more exciting because Shawn Porter made the fight really. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And another robbery in boxing pisses me off. Fuck Showtime. HBO's better. There is robberies in HBO too, but HBO is better. And yeah.